Hello, my name is Lino Fuentes, and today I will be talking about digital divide. So, what is digital divide? Digital divide is a gap that refers to those that have already internet access and those who don't. For instance, people from the United States, we have already access to the internet and we have access to the newest technology. Instead, people from Africa, Cuba, or any of these other countries, they do not have the same access as we do because the government puts restrictions and or deny the access to it. So why is there a digital divide among us? Like I said before, this is due to the different type of governments around the world and because of the high cost to provide internet service to these people. Will digital divide ever end? In my opinion, I don't think it's gonna end anytime soon because many providers or companies will not want to invest this a high amount of money in a non-profitable places. What I mean is they would like to invest money and they would like to get it back and they don't see this as an option for this country. So that's why they do not plan on investing any money or providing any services to this country anytime soon. The pros of digital divide. People around the world will have the same right to the internet access. They will be able to search and know what's happening inside and outside the country. They will be able to look up informative websites where they could learn and know more about the world and what's going on. International news and national news as well. They will also be able to communicate with their friends and stay in touch with them. They will be able to send emails, they will be able to chat, and they will be able to have social medias where mostly all of their friends can connect and they can just chat and share experiences and thoughts. Also, it will be an improvement of the standard of life and education. This means that by providing internet in school or around the world, students may be able to look up and do research papers and they could have more they could gain more knowledge on what they're doing. The cons of digital divide are that it would be costly and time consuming to the companies, the providers. A high capital invest would be needed in order to complete and provide internet access to many people around the world. There will also be identity theft. Spying and hacking would increase, and this is because once internet or technology arrives to the country, the terrorists or hackers they would like to have more information because this is what they do. They would like to hack people's information and they would like to get into their personal life. Higher chances of terrorism. Why is this? Because through social media and the internet, they will be able to spread their messages and act. The residents' privacy and information can be easily accessed and corrupt. Hacking personal info and such would be the main point and could be an easy step for hackers to start doing. The ethical arguments that I came up with while I was doing my paper in digital divide are that it's wrong for the government to restrict or deny the access to such a powerful tool. The people should be treated equally and should have their own rights. People should be able to use this tool as they wish to look up things online and they should be able to search about news international and they should be able to know more about the country and about the president and how the government works. Also, the internet can be used to teach and a whole population can benefit from it. For instance, in school, education can benefit and provide it to students. And students can be able to learn and students can open their mind because they will have more access to see what's happening around the world. So, by providing full internet access can bring consequences if not handled right. For instance, hacks, stealing information from the government, spreading information either in a good way or a bad way. Also, education and learnability can increase as students have more ways to learn and look information up. Students can do research or projects at school, and they can also keep in touch, and they can also learn more about the world. Governments want to keep their people isolated from the rest of the world because they make it inaccessible because they're afraid of the population organizing a revolt because they don't want to know or they just want to hide the ugly reality of its internal struggle or for the simple fact that the politicians want to stay in power. A good example for this would be Cuba. Cuba has had the same president for about 50 something years now, and the people from Cuba, they do not know, well, not until now or a few years ago, they didn't know or they were not aware how the country, other countries were reacting or how they were improving the way of life. Residents from Cuba, they didn't know anything about it because the government would just say what they wanted to. They would never tell the truth to the Cuban people, and they would always hide the reality. They would always blame the United States, and be blaming. They would blame the United States and telling them that was the reason why Cuba was in such a um, isolated from the rest of the world. And if we really think about it, it's not true because the president, which is Fidel Castro, or it was him, um, he just wanted to have Cuba for himself. He was just greedy and he just wanted to have everything from it. And he didn't want the people from Cuba to know how the rest of the world was. So that I just think that was a good example of why government wants to keep their people isolated from the rest of the world, by meaning just providing or having providing full access to their citizens. Global issues. There are global issues in digital divide due to the restrictions and communism. Like I was explaining, Cuba, China, and North Korea. Those are good examples. None of these countries they provide internet access to their people, and because they don't want them to know the truth. And even if they do provide just a little bit of internet access, they always block um, important pages such as Google, Facebook, or any social media, YouTube, health, health informative websites, and all this stuff because they don't want people to know what's going on outside of the country. They just want them to keep on believing the lie that they're telling them. So governments do not allow full internet service to the public. For example, like news, the social networking, and the health sites and such. So people are not aware of what happens around the world. Yes, that's true. They are not really aware. Well, now they shouldn't be aware because we're in the 21st century, and things are technology and things are changing very quick. So for any reason, or they should know that how everything is going. The government does not allow open connections to the world. In the 21st century, people fight for their rights and ask to be able to explore the world. Example: Cuba is recently providing infrastructure internet to the public for the first time. Yes, that started about a year or 2 years ago. People have the right to stay connected around the world, and this is just a right that people have, and we all have the same right, and we shouldn't be. So, in the conclusion, internet should be provided all around the world with no restrictions. Internet will help people to keep in touch and updated to the newest and latest news, events around the world. can cost a lot of money to initially the process of providing full access to the internet, but this is something where in the long run, it could be a shift. Governments do not want their people to have access to this powerful tool because they're afraid of citizens protesting and because they want to keep their people isolated from the rest of the world, which in a sense in a way it makes sense for them, but no for the people because that's not right and that's just violating people's rights. So bringing the digital divide closer can bring issues to a country as hackers and terrorists can access and spread information. This is true in a way, but we should all have the internet access and the newest technology. That way, our country just take a step ahead, and I would say, and I guess this will conclude my video presentation. And if you guys have any other questions, just go ahead and comment below, or um, just ask. Thank you very much for watching, and this is it.